the other case with Lister Holton Dennis was sort of in an up situation, because the state have asked that he be removed, that Lister Holton Dennis as indigent counsel be removed from Mr. Jackson, and Mr. Fry has not taken on Mr. Jackson's case for simple battery, family violence.
Your Honor, would you like for me to call Mr. Jackson to the camera to explain?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. All right, so Mr. Jackson, since the 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. calendar, have you spoken to Mr. Fry?
No, ma'am. And yeah, I spoke with him before I came, and he said, I didn't get a notice either for this court date, ma'am.
Yeah, but you were in court when I announced it.
No, you actually told me in October.
Did I say October?
I was just here last week.
I know. All right, so we'll move Jackson's cases to the October calendar.
Is that both of them, Judge? Because the state is ready for the motion.
Both of them. Mr. Jackson, Mr. Fry, Mr. Fry needs to come on to this case, or you need to get another attorney.
Well, ma'am, like I said,
I know what you said, but the problem is you hired counsel on one of your cases and you have indigent counsel on the other. The problem is, if you can hire counsel like Mr. Fry, then that indicates that you're not indigent. Well, and the state is, okay, we can have a hearing on whether you are indigent. I'm willing to do that.
Yes, ma'am. That would work for me.
All right. Raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am. All
right. So, Mr. Jackson, you don't have to tell me anything you've talked about with your attorneys. You don't have to tell me that anything that they've shared with you about either of these cases. But please tell me how you were able to, who hired Mr. Fry on your behalf if you didn't?
My family did, ma'am.
Okay, who specifically?
And it was actually put on a credit card. So, and I'm actually
put it on a credit card.
Yes, I'm paying the bill. So it's
who put it on a credit card?
Excuse me?
Who put it on a credit card?
A friend of mine.
All right, and you're paying the bill?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so then, Mr. Jackson, that indicates that you have the ability to pay an attorney, whether you put it on a credit card or whether you paid them in cash up front.
No, I don't, ma'am. That was a one-shot deal, actually, and that was the cost of it. I can't afford another.
Okay, how much do you make per month, sir?
Like $3 grand.
What you do?
I'm a carpenter, ma'am.
You're a carpenter?
Yes.
So you can make $3 grand on one job. Please don't play me, because my family's in building trades. And we own property, so don't do it. And my grandfather was a carpenter. I got family members who are builders. You can make that's not even materials cost. $3,000 ain't even materials cost. And once you get into labor, you can make $3,000 on a job, and you're doing more than one job in a month. So, sir, don't come here and lie to me.
Ma'am, I don't work for myself. I work for a company. This is the company that I work for. I'm not self-employed, ma'am.
Do you have any pay stubs with you?
No, I usually don't carry pay stubs with me.
Do you get direct deposit?
Yes, I do.
Can you go on your banking account right now and open it up and show where the direct deposit was made?
Yeah, I can.
All right, do that.
And I just want to note for the record as well, ma'am, I'm having surgery on my shoulder.
Okay, no, I'm still on the direct deposit. It's not about whether your shoulder hurts. Well, I need to know whether you can afford the attorney.
It is because I'm going to be out of work for a substantial amount of time because it's on my rotator's cuff.
Okay, but you're not out of work now. You're paying for Mr. Fry.
Ma'am, I can't afford to. I can't afford.
Well, Mr. Jackson, then the best thing is not to get arrested for two things. I'm trying to do this the right way. If they're asking that we verify whether you are entitled to indigent defense, I'm willing to do that. But I'm just telling you, I didn't ask you for all that. I asked you to tell me how much you make per month.
Ma'am, I don't get any signal. I mean, officer can come in here and see. I don't get a signal in here at all. It's just rotating. I can show you that. It's just rotating.
You playing with me, Mr. Jackson?
Ma'am, you want me to step outside and do it? I'm not, I'm showing you, I can show the officer I'm not getting the signal in. Believe you me, ma'am, I'm not trying to upset you, Your Honor. I'm doing what you asked me to do. And I'm not getting the signal. And if you can see that, it says, please try again. I'm not trying to upset you, Your Honor.
How much you pay for rent or mortgage, Mr. Jackson?
$1,650. And I do have a daughter living with me that's schizophrenic and bipolar.
Okay, you keep telling me stuff I'm not asking you. Do you rent or own?
I'm renting. Well, I'm just trying to give you the whole picture, ma'am.
No, I'm gonna ask you for the whole picture when I'm ready for it. But I'm asking you right now. You claim you make $3,000 a month. Does anyone live with you?
My daughter, ma'am.
Anybody else?
No.
How much do you pay for your car?
$850.
That's for what?
My car payment.
What kind of car are you driving?
A car.
Oh, there it is. A Mercedes what?
No, I didn't say no Mercedes.
What did you say?
A Cadillac, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. You're paying $850 a month and that's the car note, not the insurance. What you pay for insurance?
Like 3 something.
Okay, yes, sir. You can afford counsel. You have until October to hire counsel for your second case. You got gold around your neck. That's sell it.
Your Honor, can I just ask you one?
I know the price of gold. Sell it.
Can I just ask you one question?
No, Mr. Jackson, I don't want you to jeopardize your case at all. But I'm sick of playing with you, and these cases need to move. So you got Mr. Fry for one case, hire somebody for the other case. But we're gonna move these cases. When you come back in October, you either gonna argue your own case or you're gonna have an attorney. Okay, that's fine. You're entitled to that.
I'll argue my own case.
You're entitled to that.
Yes, ma'am. But I'm just wondering, after 4 years, now it's just been brought to my attention that I have to have another attorney. But I've been coming.
Mr. Jackson, your case didn't come before me until it did. And when it came before me, the first time it came before me, Ms. Hagler brought it up.
Ma'am, I've been seeing you for 3 years, and this is the first time it's been brought up.
Well,
I was dealing with the other guy that doesn't work for them anymore.
You're entitled to ask. Most time they don't care.
Yeah,
but for some reason they care about yours. So, all right, Mr. Jackson, we'll have you on another calendar in October. Thank you. You're free to go at this time. James charged with criminal trespass. Mr. Kennedy was charged with criminal trespass. Each of these cases will be null pros per the cross fifth that has been recorded on the record here today. Mr. Hall, Miss Hall, Mr. Kennedy, you know what got you here before this court. Please be mindful of the circumstances that y'all are in. If you cannot communicate effectively with each other, then y'all just may not need to have any communication with each other. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do y'all have any kids together or anything I should be concerned about?
Yeah, we do got kids.
Of course you do. All right. So this is what I would advise. If you, Mr. Kennedy, have not legitimized your children, go through the Superior Court, legitimize your children, because they're not legally yours until you do that. The second thing is—
I did that already.
Okay. So do y'all have a visitation schedule, child support, all of that is worked out through the courts?
No, ain't no child support.
Okay, y'all act like child support is a bad thing, but a parent—
No, I'm not on child support though.
No, I'm saying y'all act like it's a bad thing, but knowing how much money you have to budget for with your child every month is not a bad thing. Trust me. But what I say is those are the issues that come up that lead you back here to this court. So what I'm saying is, if you want to have a clear understanding of your obligations to your child, to each other, and how to communicate, get all that down in writing. Because when y'all got to figure it out yourself, you're going to end up back here before me. And the child needs to be taken care of in a way that they can expect to always know that money is going to come in on time so those needs can be met. food, housing, insurance, shoes. Kids are growing, like the way kids grow nowadays, they're growing out of clothes tomorrow. So it makes sense for both parents to be aware of what the financial situation is and how that's going to be handled, and it be straightened out instead of giving that the opportunity for another point of confusion. That's all I'm saying. All right. So y'all, I've given my little speech. Y'all are free to go at this time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Holland.
Thank you, George. Am I going to get a copy of the order, Your Honor?
Mr. Laguda, if you want to email send your email to Miss Wright, Amanda Wright, by chat.
Okay. All right, George, will do. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.